Uzi with that Uzi, yo.
What's up everyone, Muzi Beats here, and today we're gonna be making emotional type beat. It's gonna be in the style of Polo G / Wild Wave / Lil Durk / Lil TJ, anyone who likes to make music on piano beats. Let me not waste too much time and let's just get right into it. So first things first, I've got this loop. If you want the link to the loop, it's in the description, and this is what it sounds like. And it has the second part here, which is gonna be the second part of the song. So one part's gonna be the verse, the other part's gonna be the hook. So first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that this loop here is on time. Because if I play it right now with the metronome on, okay, it sounds crazy, but that low-key sounded on time, but it's off time. So our goal will be to get the end of the loop here to the 16th bar right here, because that will mean it's on time. Remember, if it's at 8 or 16, especially if you're at double time, that means it's on time. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. If you're enjoying anything that's been talked about here, please don't forget to subscribe. On my way to 1,000 subscribers, so you can subscribe and help me out. We're gonna left click on 140 here until we get to the 16th bar. Now, if I play the metronome with the loop on, now it sounds more on time. So first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna highlight this loop right here, and we're gonna do this by pressing Command left click or Control left click, pressing Shift left click, and then we're just gonna drag it down to track 2. We're gonna left click on the corner of this loop right here. We're gonna make as unique sample. If you're using the proper version of FL Studio, you can just make unique. I have to do that because I'm using the dumber version. Now we're just gonna double click on the loop, and then we're just gonna bring this down 1,200 cents. Now why we're doing this is because I feel like when the first part of the loop is playing by itself, it sounds a little bit too thin, and if we add the second part, it'll sound a little bit more fuller. That's just always more fuller than one section just playing by itself. So I'm just gonna reduce the volume of this by a little bit, and then we're gonna process this later on. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to patterns right here. We're gonna choose pattern 1. I'm gonna place one here on the 1 here, and then we're gonna place another one here on the 8, and then we're just gonna start with the drums, I guess. So first things first, let's just grab some hi-hats. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna left click, drag, and then we're gonna go to the channel rack icon, which is right here. That channel rack will just pop up by itself, and then from here we're gonna go back into the piano roll. I have this clap MIDI right here, and this saves me time because I don't exactly have to like draw the claps all the time. So I can just drag this clap MIDI on and then just drag a clap that I like. So let me just find a clap real quick. We'll use that, and then we'll go to the hi-hats here. We'll draw in a simple 2-step hi-hat, 1, 2, and then we're gonna go make sure this green box here is highlighted. We're gonna go into the piano roll, and we're gonna reduce velocity of 1 just by a little bit, and then we're gonna highlight here. After the 1 here, you see there's a line here, so we're gonna highlight from the 1 by left clicking and just highlighting until we get to the 1. We're gonna press Command B or Control B until we get to the 8, and then from here we're gonna go to the snap to grid 2 here, go to none, press Shift right twice just to make sure that not everything is exactly on the grid. So this is what everything sounds like right now. Next, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add some prick sounds. So we're gonna grab an open hat, maybe this right here, this side. We're just gonna drag it onto the channel rack icon right here, and then place it here. So we're gonna place the open hat on the 2, which is right here, and then we're just gonna go into the piano roll. First, we have to make sure this green box here is highlighted, so it takes us right to the open hat. Go into the piano roll. We're gonna highlight here from the 3rd bar count right here. We're gonna press Command B or Control B. Oh my goodness, I made a mistake. It wasn't accurate. Is it still set to none? Never forget, yeah, when you put your snap to grid 2 to none, place it back to 1/3 of a step or half a step, whatever you put your snap to grid at. So I'm gonna go back to the snap to grid 2 right here. I'm gonna put it at 1/3 of a step, and we're just gonna highlight from the 3 right here. Command B or Control B until we get to the 8, and then I'm thinking we need some type of rim sound. So I found the rim sounds that I wanted, so we're gonna put one here. And then from here, we're just gonna make sure that this green box here is highlighted, and then we're just gonna highlight from the 3, and then we're gonna press Command B or Control B. We're gonna go to the blank section here to cancel everything by pressing Command or Control and just left clicking. Then we're gonna add another rim shot here. We're gonna place the velocity back to normal. Let's make sure that's on time. Shift D to shorten everything, and then we're gonna go to the 5 right here, highlight everything. Command B or Control B, shift it over to the other side, and then I have this other rim shot sound here, which I'm thinking we'll place right here. We're gonna highlight here from the 3, and then we're just gonna press Command B or Control B until we get it over to the other side. Now this is what everything will sound like together. Basically, our beat's done. All we need is an 808. First of all, if I double click, you can see that the 808 is in D. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the miscellaneous functions. We're gonna right click on D right here. Then we're gonna go to the envelope settings. We're gonna decrease everything except for the hold. And then now the 808's on time. Oh, I forgot. We're gonna let it cut itself too, just so that the notes don't run over each other. Let's join the 808 notes. First things first, we're gonna increase the velocity to the maximum. I'm gonna place a note here at the end, at the beginning of the 9 right here. I'm gonna press Command or Control L. What that would do is it will just make everything longer. And this is what everything sounds like right now. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna add a kick, and basically the beat's done. So I'm just gonna find a kick right now, maybe this one right here. I'm gonna go to where my 808 is. I'm gonna press Command C or Control C. That will just copy it. Then we're gonna go to our kick. I'm gonna press Command V or Control V. That will paste it. I'm gonna press Options K. What that will do is that will just put everything to one note. If your transposer comes through like this, what you can do is you can just left click and just drag this up to C or drag this down to C, whichever however it comes through. I'm gonna click Accept and press Shift D, shorten up the notes, and now this is what the entire beat sounds like. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers, so I'm trying to get 500 first. You subscribing to actually help me out.